For generations, the Thorns have been a family of tremendous wealth, position, and power. The perfect marriage of Ambassador Robert Thorne and his wife Catherine was fulfilled by the birth of their son, Damien. And then, when the child was 5 years old, something terrible happened. And then it happened again. Was it an accident? Was it murder? Was it a coincidence? Or was it an omen?
Look at me, Damien. It's all for you.
20th Century Fox presents a film of psychological suspense about an occurrence of earth-shaking importance. Gregory Peck, Lee Remick, The Omen.
I was at the hospital, Mr. Thorne, the night your son was born. I saw its mother. I saw its mother.
I have fears. I have such fears.
What kind of fears? Its mother, Mr. Thorne.
You saw my wife.
Its mother.
What is it you're trying to say?
His mother was a...
This is not a human child. Make no mistake.
There are those who will die for him. There are those who will kill for him. Who is he? What does he want? Where did he come from? And can he be stopped? Gregory Peck, Lee Remick, The Omen. If this is the truth, where does it end?
Isn't he cute? I think he's funny.
Who, me?
Yeah, I think you're funny.
You'd look funny, too, if you had to spend your whole life chasing yourself around in a circle.
What's your hurry?
I'm trying to catch up with myself so I can meet myself coming back from where I'm going.
Why don't you stop and rest?
Not me. I'm a spinning mouse, and a spinning mouse always spins.
Would you ever stop?
Nature intended me to spin, and I'm going to let well enough alone. Once I knew an old man who tried to improve on nature, and something terrible happened to him. He was a nice old man, but he had an idea he could make all ugly things beautiful.
Mother Nature made mistakes that many people kick at. She made more drab and ugly things than you can shake a stick at. So that is why I'm working here. I feel it is my duty to find the formula for changing ugliness to beauty. Aha! I've got it! I'll do away with ugliness. I'll start this very minute. I'll beautify this world of ours and everything that's in it. The knowledge in that book of mine is better left unknown. And after this my motto is, leave well enough alone.
And that's what happens when you don't mind your own business. Well, I gotta get back to my spinning.
power of black magic has fascinated millions of moviegoers. In 1967, Rosemary's Baby. In 1974, The Exorcist. And now, a motion picture that probes further into the mysteries of the occult.
Good evening, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the Friday Night Scream Stream. I'm your host, Spakenstein, joined as always by my very good friend, Mr. Evan Sink.
Good evening, everybody.
How we doing tonight, Evan?
I'm doing swell. I'm doing so good I could scream. It's Friday.
It's Friday.
Scream it out, everybody. It's Friday.
We made it. You made it. We're stoked, obviously. That's what the beauty of the show is all about. We get here at the end of the week and we get to unwind with some good old-fashioned public domain horror. And so welcome, everybody. We've got a lively chat.
Everybody, thanks for joining, everybody.
All our very good friends in the chat.
Got all your chairs pulled up, ready, waiting for you.
Ready to go. Kathy, Alana, Wayne, Thomas, William, Toast, Romarts. I know I've seen Drunk Review in here. James, Scott. Hope everybody's having a great Friday so far. Again, we made it. So, and Kathy's got her power back. So
good.
Shout out to that. So Kathy's been dealing with ice storms.
Ooh, ice storms.
Yeah.
That's I feel like I could go for a nice ice storm right now. It's been pretty hot this week.
It's
been a little warm for my blood.
In our neck of the woods, it's definitely been like record heat today, and tomorrow will be that way. But yeah, Kathy's dealing with like the exact opposite.
The exact opposite. Yeah, we've been having the air has been something like hot soup.
Yeah.
Every time I go outside, it's I've got to put on my swim trunks because you just got to swim.
Right.
I got chased by wasps today, which it's spring and I love it, but
they're out.
They're out there. You just get chased by hornets if you go to the wrong spot.
Yeah. We're all the critters are starting to come out, but this is gonna get kind of chilly again next week. So then they're all gonna.
Oh well.
I don't know what they're. Hopefully. The good bugs are okay, and the bad bugs deserve it.
Sorry to any hornet lovers out there, but no love lost here.
But yeah, Kathy, glad that you're doing well. Even though she didn't have power earlier this week, she joined us on Tuesday for our April Fool's Day movie marathon, which a lot of our friends here in the chat right now were joined us at different points on Tuesday, and it was fun. I was chuckling all day. People pulled little April Fool's Day pranks and, just yucking it up.
I feel like you should have shown something that totally not in the public domain and then just gone April Fools.
Well, you're giving me an idea for next year, which we did get hit with a copyright, they interrupted us when we played some Three Stooges shorts that are definitely.
But then YouTube said April Fools.
They got us.
Just joshing you.
Yeah. So that's the spirit of the day, right? It's all in good fun. So yeah, that was fun. And so now we're here to enjoy some more hopefully cheesy, fun movies, which tonight should be interesting because we've got a TV movie. Our last TV movie was How Awful About Alan,
which was a pretty fun movie.
It was. So
I wasn't here for that one, but I did catch it later.
Right, and you enjoyed it.
I
right?
did.
Yeah.
That was there were like we had like 2 movies 2 weeks that were kind of similar to each other. Alan is the one where he starts driving around, right? Like,
yeah, and he's blind.
He's blind. That's right. That's it. That's the one.
We should have watched that together because I cracked up when it happened.
I hate that I missed that movie on the show because, man, that one was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a good one. So that was the last TV movie that we had. So tonight's TV movie is entitled, again, as you can see, Good Against Evil, from 1977. So it's actually a little bit later than like How Awful About Alan, I think was like 1970, 1971. So we're getting a little bit later of a TV movie. I think most of the ones that we have seen have been pre-1975.
Okay.
So
a later one.
Don't expect too much of that, though.
Yeah, and I don't. So I don't know. I didn't look up anything. I have no context for this movie. Never heard of it.
Right.
But based on the trailers that we watched coming in, I think, or is that the kind of good and evil we're dealing with tonight? We got like a demon movie.
Yeah, demon. Well, and I guess more specifically, Satanists.
Satan. We got a Satan movie.
Which again, we're gonna get into it tonight. We're gonna unpack the timeliness of this narrative in horror movies in the, I mean, I guess from the late 60s to the 70s, all through the 70s, and then we'll get into the repercussions of that as well later. So it's gonna be fun if you enjoy demons and Satanists.
Yeah, if you love the devil, this one's gonna be for you.
This will be for you. So yeah, it should be good because I think we really have a devil movie. We watched The Devil's Hand, but that was it was more a cult. It wasn't, and it was about voodoo dolls, right? More than it was about.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen the devil, at least once in our minisodes? Didn't Lon Chaney play the devil in one episode of something?
In 13 Demon Street, right? In the movie version.
Okay, that's right.
The Devil's Messenger.
Yes.
Because in the show, he was a criminal in prison for a terrible crime that he never revealed. And then in the movie, he's Satan. So, yeah, but this is very much of the flavor of 70s Satan, devil, demon possession movies, which everybody knows the big ones. We're going to be talking about those.
Yeah,
tonight.
We're going to you want to fire off some predictions real quick? We're going to see somebody with the collar. We're going to get a priest in here. We're probably going to get some Latin spoken tonight.
Oh yeah, all the flavors, everything you love about devil Satanist movie from the 70s. I'm hoping, again, I haven't seen this, but we'll see. But yeah, we're good and evil, all that good stuff. And speaking of contrast, Evan's bringing us a little extra contrast tonight with the cocktail, which he brings with pairs with every movie that we watch on the show in a little segment which he calls
What Were You Drinking?
And what are we going to be drinking tonight, Evan?
So tonight's cocktail is actually based on a true story. I don't know if this movie is, but tonight's cocktail is. So, Garrett, let me ask you: are you much of a midnight snacker? Because I'll confess, I gotta say, it's if I'm ever if I'm ever carrying a few extra LBs, it's because I'm up in the early hours, picking through my pantry, what's in here.
Yeah, just trying to hunt something.
Just trying to scavenge for something, just on the prowl. And here lately, I've been getting back into, and don't laugh, I've been getting back into.
I'm already laughing. You already got me.
I've been really enjoying chocolate milk.
Bro, okay, you do not be. I'm gonna go ahead and make a confession here, and this is, judge me however you want, but that is my midnight snack every night.
Really?
Chocolate milk and chocolate. Usually like the peanut butter wafer bars or a fudge round or something.
Well, that's incredible.
So,
because what a crazy coincidence, because that's what we're having tonight. Tonight's cocktail is it's based on it's based on cookies and milk. That's kind of the idea here. I'm calling it the white and black midnight snack. So everything in here, or is white or black. So this is made with white rum, rum chata, Kahlua, and chocolate milk with a cookie garnish. So,
bro, I mean, you're speaking my language.
I feel like this is maybe this is to make up for last week.
I was thinking the same thing.
This is my peace offering
after you absolutely gave me a death sentence last week with that gamble of a double shot
fair is fair. We rolled the dice on that one. But we're gonna enjoy this. This is kind of like a White Russian, really, just rum instead of vodka, but also with the rum chata. Do you like rum chata?
Dude, I honestly don't think I've had enough drinks with rum chata in it to know. Have you done any cocktails with rum chata?
We haven't. I haven't had it in a while. Really, you can just kind of just drink it chilled on its own.
Okay.
And it's very good, but I believe it should pair pretty well with the Kahlua. Now this cookie is
the cookie? It's a little
crumbling.
Precarious.
It's a little precarious.
Okay, that's all right.
I'll give you this one because I think it's a little more steady. It's a little more
Thank you.
Complete.
Oh my gosh! Would you take a bite out of this?
No, a little bit fell off, I think.
Sure. You guys, look at this.
I'm just skimming a little off the top.
I'm trying to show without totally wrecking it.
We'll go for a freeze frame slow motion playback.
But there it is. It looks pretty freaking good.
Yep. This is the black and white midnight snack.
Wait. So am I supposed to try to keep the cookie on top of this while I drink it and drink through this little
it's a lid? Oh, I forgot to give you the straw.
It's a lid. Oh yeah. Well, okay. Well, that makes sense. I thought.
I think that's really just for the camera. I guess. Oops. Well, I've lost some cookie already.
Oh, okay.
Well, I say we go for it.
Go for it.
Cheers, everybody.
I'm like, all right.
Oh man, that's refreshing.
It's pretty smooth.
That tastes like a Friday night to me.
Again, now I just gotta hope I don't fall asleep after getting, Because, again, it's definitely, the chocolate milk is there, and then you get that little bit of that tingle.
This cinnamon from the rum chata, too.
Cinnamon definitely stands out, and then, just the kind of the burn of the rum. I was going to use the wrong word. I was going to say sting, but it's definitely not a sting. It's like a burn, right? But it's good burn. Feel the burn.
It's a good burn.
Yeah. So
like
hey,
a Friday night.
You've made up for last week. You turned for 2 weeks in a row of shots. I was like, I think like when I first saw the recipe that when you sent it to me, I saw white and black midnight. It just said S, and I was like, please don't say shot. Please don't say shot. Please don't say shot. I was terrified.
Oh my God.
Shot, but no, you redeemed yourself, sir.
Yeah, I've turned back from evil to good, I think. So
you definitely
had my fun on the dark side, but
hey, I'm glad you're back in the light, man. I'm glad you come back over to the
seeing the light.
Seeing the light. Speaking of seeing the light, we're about to see all of hopefully the good and hopefully all the evil. I want to see a lot of evil. But again, like we said, it is a TV movie. And if you know anything about the TV movies we've seen before, they're tame. There's not like blood or gore or like sex, you know. But again, how awful about Alan was a lot of fun.
Can still be very entertaining.
And tonight's movie does have like an interesting name behind the credits in the form of writer Jimmy Sangster, who was the kind of the mastermind behind a lot of the Hammer horror films out of the UK. He wrote like the first 2 Frankenstein movies they did and a few of the Dracula movies they did. He directed a Frankenstein movie for Hammer. So he made some quality horror. But, you know, again, after a certain point, he left Hammer and started writing for American television. It's kind of a wild career move, especially because Hammer was known for like gore, sex, all that stuff. So don't, even though I said Jimmy Sangster, don't expect a Hammer
like
level
a tame Hammer.
It's gonna be tame, but I think it'll be fun. Again, just the themes of Satanism and the devil around this time, 1977, is just. We're gonna unpack it all tonight. You know, again, satanic panic. We'll talk about all that good stuff. So it'll be fun. The last thing I'll say before we get into it is that if we get uninterrupted on YouTube, I mean, usually
it's not our fault.
It's not our fault, but it happens. Usually we'll go to Twitch, which you can go over there. You don't need an account unless you want to chat. I mean, that's, you know, what we normally do. If we wanted to do something different, like watch a movie we knew was okay instead. But, you know, it's you know, the joy of the show is always getting a new movie. But I want to keep people entertained while you're here, because I know not everybody likes to go to Twitch. So we'll see if that time comes, but hopefully it doesn't. So yeah. Anything else before we get into good against evil tonight, Evan?
Where's everybody stand on the whole good versus evil thing anyway? You guys team good or like what?
I mean, hey, who doesn't like to walk on the dark side?
I mean, I like a good villain, right? Like,
I mean, well, if you're here watching the show, yeah, you like a good villain,
right?
Don't we all?
All right, go devil.
Well, on that note, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting beginning of Good Against Evil right now. Evil all the way. Whoop, whoop. Team Evil. Dak Rambo.
Dak Rambo.
What a name. So I
think it's a stage name?
It is. His real name was Norman, and he had a twin brother who was also an actor, and they renamed him Dirk. So
Dirk and Dak.
Dirk and Dak. But you know what Norman's twin brother's real name was? Orman.
No.
Yes.
Come on.
Norman and Orman. I would be I'm a twin. I'd be pissed if my parents were lazy enough to just take one letter off of the first name.
Your brother Errett?
Yeah, Errett. Oh my god. Or if I was Amiel. The fuck is that? Oarman.
Like the guy who powers a boat.
Uh-oh. All right.
I want my baby. I want my baby. Can't you hear me?
Sounds familiar.
I want my daughter.
Oh, Thomas, that's cool. Did not know that.
It'll all be over soon. No, please.
Yeah, Scott, that sounds pretty neutral. I'm on the fence. Hail Satan.
The sedative. No, it's not. It's me. You'll be just fine. No, they're going to take it. They're going to take it. Please,
Jeez. God, look at that giant headdress for that nun. Really looks like a flying nun. Doesn't she?
You don't understand. You don't understand. They'll take my baby.
More Demerol, please. You've got to help.
So does that like make her more aerodynamic? Or
yeah, 100%.
Yeah, it's like a spoiler on a car.
Exactly. I wouldn't make it happen. That's very good, Scott.
Push. No! No! Push! No, you with them! You with them! Push! Push! No! You can't have it! No! No!
This is wild.
Oh.
She doesn't want to let go of it. You've got to push.
No! No!
I think she's ready. Beautiful baby
girl. Very real, very convincing.
Very much alive, baby.
She's asleep.
This is a real baby, not a doll. She's cleared for takeoff. Look out, that nun's coming right for us. William, if you're out, take it easy. Yeah, JK, it's definitely some... Hey, I love when the acting is big. I'm here for it. The satanic epidural. I don't even want to know what's in that. Oh, more credits. I always love it when you think the credits are done, but they're not done.
Just like a horror movie.
So as you see, two nuns flying in formation. We get some Halloween 2 vibes here. Trying to get through the hospital. Oh my God. I just hit like a bunch of rum or something.
Hit a little rum pocket.
Apparently.
You should be resting. I'm taking my baby out of here. I told you didn't have anything to worry about. Why don't you go back to bed and lie down?
Is that a cat?
It's the Demerol. It takes a few hours to wear off.
The devil's greatest trick is convincing you the credits are in. That's right. She really did, JK. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't all mothers love to be able to run marathon pace after delivery? Oh hell Whoa. Yeah! Oh, did we? Wait, let's see. Did we get? Sure.
Did that cat just scream her down those stairs?
Seemed like it.
That's like really cool.
In spite of 6 years of analysis.
You know, it's really, Andy, I mean, every time she walks into a room, I hear chimes.
You should. Her bells been rung more times than Notre Dame.
It's always Kevin, right, Sears? Welcome, Sears. Hope you're doing well tonight.
If she lives with him, she's psychotic.
My cat, yeah, I bet your cat was not a fan of that. Ooh, creepy lighting on this guy.
I really liked the framing when it looked up the staircase.
Yeah.
Repetition is a bore. But for the next 20-odd years, I don't want anybody to say that I forgot. That it wasn't my responsibility. That I had more important duties. There should be nothing more important than the proper raising of the child. The toys she plays with, the books she reads, her education, opportunities, friendships.
Does this guy have a sunburn?
Her every moment.
Either that or it's some wicked
Sleep
makeup.
or awake shall be guided
He needs some lotion.
and protected.
I always how, especially in these like older movies, Satanists are always like a group of very like well dressed, like it's before they're all black robes and everything.
Yeah, Pafey's got a lot of hair.
Satan, we got that baby you ordered.
The child is ours.
Oh yeah, my favorite thing, children. Satan.
Okay, I mean, I didn't see what the first year was. Did you? I think it was 55 or something like that.
I think so. So this is the
the baby.
I know.
Whatever happened to that funny day we were supposed to have?
We still might have it. It's just a passing shower.
Where's the boss?
In the back room.
Thanks, Mary.
Oh, Mr. Schreiber, I know I promised them to you for yesterday. I do understand your... I know your customers are screaming. Tomorrow, all right? Oh, Mr. Schreiber, it is a pleasure to do business with a man like you. Mr. Schreiber is unhappy.
Mr. Schreiber's only happy when he's unhappy, Agnes.
Yeah, JK, I never am quite sure how much style we're gonna get in these TV movies, but so far,
Oh, no, too cute.
they've been hitting the mark.
Beautiful. Oh,
I gather you sort of like him.
You have a talent for coming up with the right thing at the right time. You're positively uncanny. Beatrice! Beatrice! You gotta yell? Only because you're going deaf. And Schreiber is screaming for his pattern. Schreiber is your problem, you're mine. But I promised them for him first thing tomorrow morning. It's noon already.
But the three of us can do it.
6 o'clock, I go home.
Oh, Beatrice, not even for me.
Not even for you, but I keep my Morris rating 1 minute. All right, so don't stand there. Start cutting. I'm cutting. Mary? Mary?
Oh.
And you work late.
Well, let me put it another way. I have a problem, therefore you are... Uh-oh.
Uh-oh's right. It sounds like a nasty accident.
Jessica? Jessica?
Yeah, Thomas, I couldn't find if this was a movie of the week or just put out separate of one of those movie of the week series. I couldn't find anything.
Did you do that?
I am sorry about this, you know.
Do you realize that car's only got 600 miles on
It's
it?
like we got a meet cute going on.
How could you do such a stupid thing?
Well, I got a little bit too close and to the curb. When I tried to turn the wheel in one way, it just went the other way.
It's only got
600 miles on it. I know, I'm sorry.
I suppose you think that's funny.
Well,
You are
just
the
a little.
most inconsiderate, bumbling fool I ever met in my life.
Well, actually, we haven't met. My name is,
Excuse me, I don't want to be rude, but I don't care what your name is. Just take a good look at my car. Get on.
Lady, now, calm down. It's just a bent fender. It's not the end of the world, for crying out loud.
Okay. What are you going to do about it?
Well, tell you what. Tell you what I'm going to do.
Look at him in his
van,
dude sweater, and
policy,
all he
local
needs is a
agent,
beard, and yeah,
and have it fix it. Simple as that.
Okay.
some sunglasses. He'd be dude.
Sure. Coming right up. Be right back.
I'll wait right here.
Okay.
I would be so pissed if somebody hit my car and then like sat down on it all smarmy. I'd be-
You got
I
nothing to
know
worry about.
Uh-huh. See?
I'm waiting.
Well, I'll tell you what. Got some good news and got some bad news.
Get off my car, dude.
Well, now, first the good news. Found the policy. But it expired about 2 months ago.
That is just marvelous. You know, you really are the most irresponsible, unorganized,
Inconsiderate, selfish, bumbling fool you've ever met. You know something? You're a terrific judge of character.
Excuse me, could you please tell me what you're going to do about my car?
Well, I tell you what, you got your key.
Yeah.
Let's trade cars.
Now look, if you got to use it, okay, but would you please be careful with it, because everything I own is in there. Now, please, just take care and do anything you want to with it, but I'll hurry back. I'll get it back in no time.
I just got this car 3 weeks ago. It took me 3 weeks to learn how to drive it.
Hi, police.
But she's just watching the show, smoking her cig. This Mrs. Roper looking seamstress shop owner.
You gave him your car.
He gave me his for security. Besides, he has it on his face.
Yeah, well, so did the Boston Strangler.
Ah, yes, I trust him.
Oh, darling, there are a few things you have to learn about men.
Yes, teacher.
Right, you repeat after me. All men are demanding.
All men are demanding.
All men are self-serving.
All men are self-serving.
All men are insensitive. Not my Morris, especially your Morris. You know a little less about men than you know about Adams.
Finished.
Tired?
Not ours scared to death. Right Wayne, the other scared to death.
Exhausted. Now I'm dead. Oh, stop complaining.
There's more than one.
Look, 6 o'clock.
We've seen the trailer for the other one.
okay, yeah.
It was like an alien movie.
How am I going to explain it to Morris? Explain what?
I've got a monster movie.
That I have a headache. You've got a headache.
Your
did it.
carriage is as good as new, madame. A little better since I had it washed and waxed.
I don't believe it. Nothing gets fixed in one day in San Francisco. Absolutely nothing. How did you do it?
The devil.
Charm. And an extra $50.
I'm sorry, but it really was your fault.
Look, I banged up your car, so I feel I owe you just a little bit of something. So how about having dinner with me tonight?
Thank you, but I don't go out to lunch or dinner or anything with strangers.
You're right. My name is Andy Stewart.
Good night,
and...
Mr. Stewart.
No, but it's not Dutch treat. I'll pay. Hey, I mean it, honest.
Hitting her car.
Damn. I was just trying to sleep with that lady.
It's the oldest pickup trick in the book. You just hit her car, and then she has to talk to you.
And then she has to sleep with you.
Hi.
Oldest trick in the book.
7:15, and I'm hungry. If you want dinner, call me at 474-3998. Andy.
Creepy. Where are we? Are we in
San Francisco?
It looked like. I just was like, not sure.
Jessica Gordon? I should be so lucky. Jessica? Jessica? Who are you?
Who's it from?
I don't know.
I don't believe it.
What is it?
It's a menu.
A what?
A menu. The boy who bumped into my car?
What does it say?
This guy
Yeah,
is
I'm starving.
aggressively trying to date me.
It's too much.
It really is. It's like this is like getting weird.
I haven't eaten for 29 hours.
Jesus
Okay,
Christ.
He has
How do you know
crossed the
my
line
name?
into
I know your
stalker
name,
territory,
your
I
address,
think.
your phone number, your zip code, and your motor number. Actually, it's your car's motor number.
My driver's registration.
How about dinner? You choose the place.
Please give up, Mr. Stewart.
We haven't even started to work at it.
If I do go to dinner with you, will you promise not to leave any more messages on my phone machine?
It's a deal. What would you like?
The menu you sent me. Have you ever been there?
I only got in town yesterday. I haven't been anywhere.
Why don't we try it?
Lady.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
There's a stalker for the stalker.
This guy's trying to date that guy.
Uh-oh.
Anata ni omakase shimasu.
Arigatou gozaimashita.
Of course he speaks Japanese.
I thought I'd order ahead, just on the chance that you'd come.
Well, I just got in town yesterday. I haven't been anywhere.
Just wanted to make an impression. Honest.
Where did you ever learn Japanese?
Oh, I spent a couple of years in the Orient.
Were you born there?
Nothing quite that romantic. I was born in a small town in Kansas. How about you? Are you
Yeah,
Canadian?
JK, Ted Bundy
I've
vibes.
only been
That's
here for
what
2
it
years. I was
is.
born in New York.
There you go.
Well, you see how much we have in common? Neither of us is born here. A little more sake. No?
I never knew my mother. She died during childbirth, I was told, and I never could find out who my father was. But for an orphan, I've been awfully lucky, really.
You don't have to be
That's
lucky
right,
to be a
Thomas.
model. All you have to have is high cheekbones and long legs.
I'm not a model. I'm a designer.
At 22?
I told you I was lucky. It's like I have this guardian angel that's watching over me, and he seems
Or
to have
guardian
more
devil.
helpers than Santa Claus.
Well, that's not a bad fan club.
Watching
When I
below
was
me.
6, I lived with this fabulous woman. I used to
Watching
call her
under
Aunt
me.
Irene, and we lived in New Orleans.
Whoa, hey now.
Then I won a scholarship to
That's a
night
yikes.
school. I got a job in New York in a top fashion house. And the very next year, some man, I never even knew who he was, arranged for me to have my own showing. And the next thing you know, here I am in San Francisco.
I want to know something. Where was this guardian angel of yours when I bumped into your car?
Watching.
He's watching.
I like your eyes.
I don't care for compliments, thank you, unless they're honest.
Just like a
When I
Satanist.
My ears turn red.
Well, I'm gonna watch for that.
You'd be surprised, JK. This is like the best looking print of this that I could find. A lot of the other ones do not look this nice.
Besides being a
That's the
success means
fun
the
of
best
trying to
of what you
find
do.
public
And
domain
I'm not
horror
yet. I'm still
movies.
learning. There's still
It's like
thousands
all
of
different
things I want
sources
to
of
do.
copies out there.
Like what?
Most of them are really bad.
See Paris, France. Live
That's
there
why
for a while.
restorations of PD movies
Hong
are so
Kong and see
cool,
the rest of the Far
because
East.
when they actually look
Oriental
good, you're like,
design.
oh, it's actually a
My work there,
decent
use
movie.
of color, the drapes, the texture, the design is all fascinating.
You know, I've got some books in my van I bet you'd be really interested in looking at.
Andy,
What?
we've been
He is a
together
Jehovah's
between
Witness.
2.5, maybe 3 hours. and
I've got
I've
some
learned nothing
pamphlets
about
I'd
you.
really like for you to read.
I'm single. I'm a freelance writer living alone.
Welcome,
in
Jenna.
San
Hope you're
Francisco until I
doing
met you.
well on this Friday.
Your ears are turning red.
I don't know if it's Friday where you are. But
Seriously. You know everything about me, even my motor number.
All I am is locked in my van. And while you're looking at the art books, I'm going to tell you the fascinating story of the life and the times of Andrew Stewart. Come on.
enough about you. Come check out my van.
Check out my cool, totally not creepy van.
What do you like? I've got it. In the van.
Let's go back to the van. There's plenty of space in the van. Yeah, he's new in town. He lives out of his van.
I got it right where I want her.
Time to seal the deal. All right, well, let's do this thing.
Nice try. Nice. Got him.
April Fools.
I'm locked in. I can't get out.
Hey. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun.
Oh, date number 2.
Look.
Oh, no, you're not, JK. You're definitely not. That's my happy place.
Try for 3 days now.
You're gaining ground.
Whenever I make a move, you change the subject.
I guess I just don't want to end up as one of those girls in one of your stories.
Now, wait a minute. I'm not that kind of a writer.
What kind of a writer are you?
You did it again.
Well?
Oh, I write for magazines. You know, travel brochures and Sunday supplements and stuff like that.
Nice,
Anything that kind of keeps me moving around.
Good eye.
Agnes said you were a drifter.
She would.
It is, Sally. It really is. Or maybe kayaking and alcohol, you know, whatever.
Rowing.
Hey, whatever you're, yeah. Whatever floats your boat.
So I sold it, and I spent some time in the Far East and Europe.
Is it the same one? Yeah. Hey, that's me. I mean, if I got one I really like.
Doesn't explain it to me.
Can ducks drink alcohol?
You'd be surprised how long it takes my mail to get from one general post office to
Sure,
another.
nothing bad's gonna happen.
Once, at least.
It's only a little bit of wine. Unless he slipped something in it. Then that's a
little rowy and roofy.
What is it? Date number 3?
Don't tell me you believe in that junk.
Oh, are you kidding? I sure do. I even charge my battery by Tinkerbell.
Yeah, Sears, that's what they're really missing.
2 fortunes, please.
Do I hear the sound of silver coins? Coming right up.
I want the thing from Big. What is this? This is
The music that makes men dance.
This is like the Willy Wonka experience. You think you're getting Zoltar, and instead you get this
I've
guy.
never seen this. I didn't know this was a thing.
That they put an actual guy in the
Yeah, I
box.
thought it was gonna be the animatronic.
I guess I had to come from somewhere.
Okay,
right?
what does yours say?
In the second millennium, the child of a child shall inherit the earth and havoc shall reign. What does yours say?
Says you
What?
are going to get the Nobel Prize for Literature, own 3 houses, 2 cars, 1 yacht, and marry a girl you met in San Francisco.
Those are 2 wildly different fortunes.
Come on, really. Come on, show it to me. Andy, show it.
Oh, no.
Andy, come on now. I showed you mine place. Let me see it.
No,
Come on.
no.
I will defeat the Antichrist.
Okay.
It says, I love you, Jessica.
Uh-oh. Jessica! Jessica! What? Where are they?
Yeah,
They're in a
how are
prison.
they getting these photographs?
Are they in Alcatraz? No, he's wearing a different jacket, Jack. It couldn't be. It has to be like the 4th date. Or the 5th.
Going on a lot of dates.
Oh my God. Okay. I was not expecting him to have a devil shrine. Cool. Totally normal.
I like the little devil statue smirk. Just.
I like the horns. What is he doing? The Vulcan symbol. And that is gonna take us to our second break. Well, we are about a third of the way through. What are we thinking so far, Evan?
Live long and Satan, everybody.
I mean,
is that a devil thing? What?
I'm not. No. What is it? What is it? How is it? Is that the horn? What is it?
Is that what? Do Satanists actually do the horns?
I don't think Satanists actually do, but yeah, Vulcans are devils. Yeah, no, Scott. Apparently, I didn't know.
Yeah, it's the future. We all get along now.
Yeah. I mean, so far
it's been pretty fun. The movie. It's we've had some, you know.
I mean, the opening sequence was pretty solid in terms of just kind of getting the Satanist stuff right off the bat.
Building up some atmosphere.
Right.
I liked the nuns.
Oh yeah, the nuns. Yeah, the giant headdress, and yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I didn't expect this to go into this like
meet cute romance subplot
kind of thing.
But no, it is funny though, because like, yeah, as I think Wayne pointed out, I mean, she's the baby from the beginning, right?
Yeah.
So, you know, normally, I mean, most people interpret the Antichrist or the spawn of Satan to be a male child.
Right, yeah.
Seems like not, maybe. And so it's a fun way to like play on it, to set it up with like her having this meet cute, not really knowing like what her destiny is. Although that fortune that she got, I mean, what did it say? It was like, and
Havoc
the Antichrist. I mean, yeah, Havoc will reign. Oh yeah, that's a good fortune. That's definitely nothing to be worried about. Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, it wasn't expecting it to go that route, but I do like the mashup that in the background of all this kind of creepy, cutesy stuff.
Yeah.
That there is, you know, just the Satanist stuff kind of like all underpinning everything. So it's a mashup of genres in a way. So
yeah, maybe that's what more rom-coms need, is just the devil.
The devil, yeah, get Satan.
Spice it up a little bit.
Spice, exactly. I mean, yeah, this I'm enjoying this so far. I am. So we'll see. I mean, you know, last week's movie, Drums of Jeopardy, we enjoyed it and it was pretty good, but you know, there's always like a certain point where it keeps it up, or it's like you're kind of losing the plot a little bit.
Yeah.
So, but hey, so far so good. And there, you know, I'd say there's been plenty of style with like the direction and the camera work and all that. And the director, Paul Windkos, made a lot of TV movies, did a lot of TV. He only directed one movie, and coincidentally enough, it was also about Satanists. It was a 1971. Yeah, it's a 1971 movie entitled The Mephisto Waltz, which is, I believe it's about like a composer who somehow gets mixed up with Satanists. And it's just from the trailer, I've never seen it, but just from the trailer, which is one of the trailers we're going to see during our break, it's very stylish. But I've, and it's very weird because I'll go ahead and spoil it for you because Evan and I will, we step out during the break, so Evan doesn't get to see the first trailer usually. But there is a dog with a human head walking around this party of Satanists.
Oh no.
And it doesn't look good, but it also doesn't look bad either. So that's a lot of fun.
I'm gonna miss it. Everybody tell me how it is.
Yeah, tell Evan how that dog-headed or man-headed dog is in that first trailer.
Man dog.
But yeah, it's kind of weird that the only actual feature film that he directed was also about Satanists. So he had some experience coming into this. And then, as we mentioned, the writer, Jimmy Sangster, obviously Hammer Horror fame, he had done he kind of dabbled in the Satanist subject a little bit. He didn't write that To the Devil a Daughter Hammer movie, which we saw the trailer for in our pre-roll, which is good because that was the last movie Hammer ever made. They went bankrupt after that. Which, Evan, I was saying earlier, that movie's got a bad reputation. It's because it was the last movie that Hammer put out before they went up. So it's always
final nail, as it were.
Yeah, the final nail, and it's not a great movie. It's over the top, which you could see in the trailer. So he had actually a few years, a year after this, another kind of Satanist themed movie that he wrote entitled The Legacy was released. That's the second trailer we're going to see during the break. And we've got a third. It's just a 30-second little spot, but I put it in because it's a wild little story. So the other Satanist themed thing that Jimmy Sangster wrote when he was at Hammer, he wrote this script about a dead theater actor who steals children's souls for Satan. And it was supposed to have Vincent Price playing this dead theater actor, who's stealing children's souls.
I want to see that.
I want to see that too. Didn't get made. So down the road, he sells the script to the Walt Disney Company.
Okay.
And you're like, what is this? Was at a time where Disney was trying to be we don't just make kids movies. So they did this movie called The Black Hole, which was a sci-fi movie with Anthony Perkins, who we saw in How Awful About Alan. And then they did a movie called The Devil and Max Devlin, which they hired the writer of Freaky Friday, which there was, we know the Jamie Lee Curtis version, but I don't know if, Evan, you knew there was one in the 70s.
Yeah, the older one.
Yeah, with Jodie Foster.
Yeah.
Well, they got the writer of that to rewrite that script that was tailored for Vincent Price to instead be about... It just changes the whole thing, but keeps the basic kind of Faustian, I need you to get souls for me type thing. And Cass is the devil is a certain disgraced comedian. I'm trying to decide if I should let it be a surprise or tell you now if you don't already know. And don't spoil it in the chat. Maybe I'll keep it a surprise. He has one line at the very end of the trailer that just kind of... it just rings sinister and light. So
Okay.
So I just felt like I had to include it because it was so funny that this started life as a legit horror script and then became this vehicle for this comedian who is now disgraced. So, but we're going to get these 3 trailers of Satan-themed movies from the makers of tonight's film. And then when we come back, we're going to get into the exciting middle of Good Against Evil. So stick around. We will be right back.
When was the last time you were afraid? Really afraid?
Mephisto waltz. The devil dancing with his paramours.
I'd love to do a life mask of Miles.
I'm not my husband's keeper.
The Mephisto Waltz, a story of inner fear and ritual terror, and the ultimate transplant, the human soul.
Goodbye, Miles.
Mommy?
He said he had to kill her. Some kind of bargain.
Oh.
Duncan Eli. And now Duncan's dead. But you play like him. How did his brain get into your fingers?
Paula, you're living in a nightmare.
People who pray to the devil.
Paula.
Is it possible?
Who are these people of the occult? What is their incredible power over others? How long does it take them to drive a woman out of her mind? The terrifying answers come each time you hear the Mephisto Waltz, the sound of terror.
You killed Bill. You killed Abby. Now you want to kill me. But you play like him. How did his brain get into your fingers?
You're living in a nightmare.
People who pray to the devil.
Is it possible? It is possible. Jason Mount Olive is a man with many friends.
Jason will give you such wealth.
To each he has given anything.
He will fulfill every whim.
And everything.
Every fancy.
They've ever desired.
Every dream. Trust, Jason.
Now they've been reunited for one last time. Each to receive one last gift. The legacy.
When he calls us, we come.
Ah! It's me! It's me! I'm the one!
To you, I bequeath my power, my knowledge, and my estate.
Who is it?
6 have come to claim his inheritance. 5 discover the lifeless body. 4 watch in horror as another dies. Then there were 3. Then 2. But only one can receive the legacy. Catherine Ross, Sam Elliott, and Roger Daltrey, the legacy. A birthright of living death.
This is only a movie. The Devil in Max Devil. Rated PG. Want a light? Trickier than a snake in the grass. Only you can see me. Where were you when I needed you? Able to steal innocent souls from young bodies. They belong to me. Look, down in the fiery furnace, it's the Devil. Not George Burns. in The Devil and Max Devlin. Don't miss it.
You don't want to mess with me.
The Devil and Max Devlin. A new high at the end, no doubt.
And oh my God.
Oh,
I'm back. Jeez Louise. Jeez Louise. My camera got too excited. So that was the trailers for the Mephisto Waltz with the dog, man-headed dog. The Legacy.
How was that, everybody?
The Legacy with a very young Sam Elliott, and then The Devil and Max Devlin with Bill Cosby. Yeah, that's all you can say, right?
Yeah.
You can just suck air, like,
Don't mess with me.
Yeah, don't mess. Right. When I saw that today, and I was like, oh my God. Ugh. You know? So I felt like I had to include it. You know, it's, again, it's so weird that came from a script story from Jimmy Sangster, and then became this kind of crazy comedy with Bill Cosby as the devil. You know, and if he hadn't disgraced himself, this would be the time where you'd launch into a Bill Cosby impression, and you talk about Jello pudding pops,
Yeah,
and
it just doesn't feel fun
sweaters, and it
anymore.
just doesn't. No,
Yeah.
it's just not. It doesn't.
And there was a time, kind of before where all that came out, where you know that would have been what you do, right?
Right. Oh
And,
yeah,
we-
yeah,
we-
right.
and
Exactly.
What a waste! What a waste! We can't even. It's not even fun to joke about that stuff anymore.
Nope. No, it really isn't. It's just ick. So, if I had a yikes on that scene, I would have played it over Bill Cosby, but I didn't have it queued up. Yeah, the devil made it die. So, yeah. Yeah, I've never seen Ghost Dad, and I probably won't now, but I always will hold that title of one of the worst movies for some people. And so that always intrigues me because I like terrible movies. But tonight's movie, not terrible. Been pretty solid so far. Again, the plot kind of pivoted after a very intense opening sequence, which was solid.
Yeah.
It was solid.
Yeah, we're on this whole romance arc right now.
Yeah. We deviated from kind of the Rosemary's Baby kind of plot into something.
These people are gonna get married. Like,
Yeah, right, right. It's coming.
It's
definitely
coming fast.
But-
I can't believe this guy. Do you think he hit her car on purpose?
Oh, is that a serious question? Yeah, I mean, clearly, I think he's got some ulterior motives here. Is he associated with some other force outside the Satanists?
Yeah. See, I'm wondering, which one is which. Like, we've got these two people kind of following this lady, and it seems to me like it's gonna be good against evil. But
Wow. Well, at what point do you think they're gonna say it? Because last week's movie, literally within like the first 5 minutes, somebody said the
they
drums
did.
of Jeopardy.
Yeah.
And you're like, I was spot on. So, are we gonna get?
What is this? Good against evil?
I hope. We can only hope that we get that lucky.
I'm just trying to decide which would be the more interesting twist. Which one's good? Which one's bad?
That's true. I guess that's what they're setting us up here for, right? Like they kind of want it to be. You gotta guess. Like there's gonna be some surprise. I mean, the story. Hey, it's an amalgamation of a lot of the tropes of the Satanist exorcist subgenre. We got kind of the Rosemary's Baby stuff. I think we're gonna, we've got the segue of the meet cute rom-com subplot. Now I think we're gonna get another batch of tropes here in the middle. I hope.
Yeah.
So on that note, anything before we get into the exciting middle of Good Against Evil, Evan?
Do you think for their like 10th date they're gonna go to the park and play football, since it's San Francisco?
I mean, they you know that they've already thrown the football around
in the back alley. You know, it's just what they do out there.
Well, you know, I think really he just saves that for, you know, his best friend and some of his other boys, and then, you know, he's gonna buy her a really nice red dress.
That's it. Yeah,
right.
We know how this one's gonna go.
Yeah, just wait till he goes to the flower shop. It's gonna be.
Satan, you're my favorite customer.
God, speaking of bad movies, yeah, and I mean, you know, again, there've been some familiar faces in this movie. We're gonna see another one, I think, during the middle, which we'll talk about. One that I noticed, the old white-haired lady that worked with our heroine in the dress shop. She was the blind housekeeper in Tormented, you know, the lighthouse movie with the ghost.
Yeah.
And she'd also been in an episode of Always Sunny. I think Frank said Sweet D on Fire, where they're filming Mac in the nursing home, getting trying to get an expose, and she's just talking about random stuff, and then says something racist, and then they cut. It's so funny because I think I saw something else with her in it the other day. It was like a Western. I was like, that looks like and sounds like her. And it was. And so it's just, I always connect those dots. So hopefully we'll see her again, but that may have been it. We may not go back to the dress shop. I don't know. That's the fun.
Well,
on that note, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting middle of Good Against Evil right now. We get it. Get a room. Oh, wait. They're in a room. Damn it. So much designing. She's got a Satan-given talent, okay? That's right, Jack.
You heard that saxophone. You know what's happening.
Oh, you know what it's time for. Smooth.
Allison's birthday?
Allison, I've heard of it, Wayne. I have not seen it. I do need to check it out. Ooh. The window is just mysteriously busted open. Could it be Satan?
Get thee out of my window, Satan.
Riding horses. God, how many dates are we gonna get?
Wayne, you're not.
Listen, lady, this is a lot of horse.
Yeah, Jack, that's not gonna go well. How could you impress Satan? Possessed horse?
What?
Oh my god.
I love this cat.
Oh no. What? I was so. Oh no, this guy gonna get it? That was pretty good. The relationship is starting to get infested by evil.
Evil horse.
Before. At the shop in New York. I just can't remember where.
Just lucky he was there.
What about him? He saved my life and got killed for doing it.
Kitty, it's not your fault. Just a damn stupid accident.
Please, Andy, I just have to be alone tonight. I've got to be by myself.
A man is dead. You can be a little more sensitive.
Andy, go away, please.
Not even the horses are involved.
Oh, come on. It's not that bad.
Jessica.
We didn't even know that guy.
Go away, Andy, please.
I don't mean that.
I mean it.
Jessica, look, I'm sorry about the guy that got killed, but what does that have to do with the way we feel about each other?
I don't feel anything.
She got in the bath
That
so
was
fast.
She drew that really quick.
Because I'm bad news. Don't you understand? I'm bad for any man.
I'm bad news.
Andy, he's not the first. He's the third.
Third what?
First time, I was only 16. I met a boy in art school. We were friends, good friends. He committed suicide.
A lot of people could.
And just last winter, I met a man at a party. We dated. He was killed in a hunting accident.
So what?
What do you mean, was I there? What
It happens.
Don't you see that every time I got close to a man, he'd die?
I still say it was just a coincidence.
Please go away.
Everybody
Just
dies,
go away.
babe.
Go home, leave me alone. Please go away.
No, Jessica, damn it. Not with a door between us. If you want to get me out of your life, then you're going to have to come out here and look at me and tell me.
Go away, Andy.
Andy, you better look out.
Get out of my life.
Ooh.
I always loved you, Jessica.
I loved you from the moment I laid eyes on your car.
From the moment I just walk into the dress store, I knew I wanted to hit your car and make you my girlfriend. Hit your car and make you my wife. Come on, we know Andy ain't going away that easy. Creep.
He's persistent. They've established that.
They definitely have.
Want to talk about it?
No.
It's not exactly a secret.
I said I don't want to talk
Look,
about it.
for the last 3 days, you have been slamming doors, ripping up designs, and yelling at everyone.
Miss, please don't push me and don't nag at me.
I am just trying to talk some sense into you. I told you the first time I laid eyes on him what he was all about.
You don't know anything about it.
Well, I know that he walked out on you in good riddance.
He didn't walk out on me. I sent him away.
But that's even better. Oh, Jessica, please trust me. I know that he's not for you. What? Where are you? Come back here, Jessica.
Want to smoke about it? I love how she always has a cigarette in her hand. God, could you imagine how that store smells?
Oh God, all the dresses would be so smoky. You want to buy a smoky dress?
You want to buy a dress?
Andy? 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 Andy?
Yep, and he's there.
Right at the bridge. Of course, it wouldn't be San Francisco if we didn't take a trip to the bridge.
I love you, Andy.
The music swell.
I've got an interesting note about the music during the break. Or at least about the composer. I don't know what the music is.
Relatio tutto ipsi.
God, we haven't seen this guy in a while.
All that Latin.
What's he saying, Evan? Come on.
Idem tu scrivere. In libri de modos. Ego facere tu. Udem pare.
That's right, Alana. He's going to meet the characters in San Francisco as the insurance adjuster.
Ever since I evoked you from the blackness.
That's exactly what he said, Sears.
Immortality will be mine. So long as I serve you, obey you, and fulfill your every wish. As you've commanded, the perfect vessel for the mortal child.
Yeah, Wayne, I've heard about that one. I need to see it.
The Father awaits you. She is virginal in body and mind, carefully nurtured to perfection. Show me a sign, Astaroth. For by the oath I swear, the time is now.
Jeez. All right. Okay. We got an update on that front.
Fire and damnation. Sorry about that. Oh, cussing is a bad habit of mine. One of many. Jessica Gordon?
Okay. Okay, Father.
Ooh, your hands are cold, Jessica. That means you got a warm heart. Or so they'd have us believe. Well, you're right, Andy. She's as pretty as a spring morning. Say, are you any good at sign painting? Awful. You, my dear?
I'm afraid not.
Oh, pity. Still, the good Lord will provide. Come in, come in.
Uh-oh, she's not gonna like going in this church.
I don't know if I can go in here.
So in need of a cleaner, too.
Not allowed in
idea how
here.
dusty this place
Not
gets.
allowed.
But that's my problem. Your concern is the wedding, right? When is it to be?
Next Wednesday, Father. Right? Jess, what are you doing out there, honey? Come on in. Come on.
Hey, the water's fine.
We got a little bit before this scene, Jenna. A little bit. We'll see, Sears. She may react to something in here. She's definitely got the heebie-jeebies. Joe Cola. Welcome, Joe Cola.
Okay.
I'm cold.
Lord, I hope the heater hasn't given up the ghost. It's freezing. Better check it out.
It got super cold in there.
Why don't you two go out in God's warm sunshine? There's a nice little garden out there. Okay, Father.
It's God's sunshine, okay? God's warm sunshine.
He's towing the company line.
Yeah, that's true. I guess he's gotta do that.
Andy?
Yeah, Father.
I wonder if you'd mind...
Is that the church
something
from
has come up
Vertigo too?
Very important.
Or one of them? Maybe not the main church.
Could I speak to you tomorrow?
Sure, Father. Come on, Jess, let's go.
No, I don't know. So this guy's one of his other famous roles was as a priest in an episode of the Mary Tyler Moore Show about the death of a character named Chuckles the Clown. And it's been called the best episode of television of all time. Because of the humorous way they deal with death.
Boy chess.
And he's
horse
the
chair with a
priest.
lace doily and my father's old moose head.
Oh, Andy.
I'm only kidding.
In that case, it's time for the surprise.
Mm-hmm. I'm rather proud of my cool.
You've been dying of curiosity, admit it.
Only on the inside.
Come on. Voila.
Hey, where did you find it?
I've had my eye on it for about 6 months now, only it's too big for one person.
I sleep on my right side.
Oh, perfect, because I sleep on my left.
Oh, boy.
Are they sleeping on or are they sitting on a... Is that just the frame?
They got a bed frame. Step one. Uh-oh.
This cat is bad
I
news.
know how he's getting out.
Get out of here.
Hey, cat, get.
Scat.
Get. Uh-oh.
Come on, cat. Come on.
Here, I'll take it, Come on, go find yourself a playmate.
Crocheting. Hey, I love the multitasking, Alana. Get after it. Psst, psst, psst. That's right, Joe. Then we'll know.
Yeah.
How much?
Forever and ever.
Ah, okay, Sears. I mean, it's not for everybody. I definitely don't think it's the greatest movie of all time, which some people have said.
Oh, Andy.
I don't agree with that, but it's fun and deep, kind of. If you want it to be.
Have you?
Well, there was a girl in New Orleans. Her name was Linda Isley. And that's been, I don't know how long it's been.
As long as it's over.
Oh, they're just on the floor. They're not even on it.
We save a little money in the budget, you don't have to get a mattress.
It's a good point. You can't show a couple in a mattress on television, so we just take out the mattress.
Whoa. Holy cow. Nice, Lana.
That is very cool, Lana. Hell yes.
Did the cat do that?
I think so.
But, Father, I don't
Yeah,
understand
JK, I mean,
why.
I love it. I mean, I enjoy it, but I also can
I do
see
know that she's
why
been
some people don't. Like, I took a
by
class on
after all.
Hitchcock in college, and
By who?
I love him, but I also,
The devil asked her off.
Father, come on. This is some
I
kind
can
of a
see
joke.
why he didn't, win Oscars. Like,
Oh, I looked it up. The signs are all there.
I don't want to get into a whole
unnatural
thing.
chill
Yeah, that sounds like a can of worms.
It was a
there.
can of
These old
worms.
buildings are all
Yeah.
like that.
No, no.
What do you mean?
When she passed the altar, the darkness came.
Yep.
You're serious?
Drunk review in the house.
Oh, come on, Father. I can't get involved in your superstitions.
Welcome.
Yes or no, will you marry us tomorrow or not?
Would you at least delay until I can contact Father
Hopefully
Kemp?
someone can
can
share
answer.
their popcorn or snacks with you, Drunk Review.
He's an authority on
Somebody's got a spare
the Book
cookie.
of the Dead
That's
and
right.
Satan and the forces of evil.
I think we'll have a civil ceremony. Goodbye, Father.
Ooh.
Brown was a bumbler. I mean, he was devoted and conscientious, but the man was inept. I'm sure you'll agree with me that he could have protected Jessica without sacrificing himself.
But that doesn't solve the present problem, does it?
No, oh, no, of course not. No, of course, you're right, Mr. Rimmen. The problem is Jessica. However, I do think it's a minor...
Oh, what?
This, well, what should I call it? An infatuation. That's it. That's perfect. This infatuation will pass.
Cats.
I promise you that. No need.
Somebody just threw that
Somebody
cat.
threw that cat.
There is no reason for you to have bothered yourself by coming here. Mr. Rimmen, I've never failed you.
You are kidding me. I love this.
This is how I want to go,
Oh my
honestly.
God.
You know my record. You know my sense of responsibility. Please, Mr. Rimmen, I've never asked you for anything. Please, give me another chance. Oh, God. Please. I've never asked you for anything. Just to help me this one time. Mr. Rimmen, please. There has to be something you can do. Please, Mr. Rimmen. Please.
Oh, you can break through that door. Come on, those are nothing. I want to. Come on, you can't stop that there. I want to see her covered in cats. That was insane.
Threw so many cats.
Threw them, had them jumping.
No cats were harmed in the making. They loved it.
I hope not. She got clawed to death by about 20 cats. Cat poop. Uh-oh.
Got a hypnotist in the mix. This is PG.
It is TV PG.
Be right down.
Well, they can't show any of the cats.
Clawing her to death?
Actually clawing her to death.
I mean, are they not even going to show us? Are they just implying she got killed by those cats?
Hey, it's the impatient groom.
Yeah, that's right, JK. They just wanted her smokes.
Jessica!
Cleaned out. Get out of my way!
There was plenty of room. He could have gone around her. He did not have to lay hands on that person.
Parkour, parkour! Okay, I like a sound transition. You know, most of the time it's match on action. It's not match on sound, but I can get behind match on sound.
Father?
Oh, dang. Church has been desecrated. It's like Satan won here, boy.
Damn, I can't even believe they put a pentagram in a church. That any church would allow you to film.
Yeah, dang.
Yeah, when that many cats are in one room, Joe, you're never going to smell out. It's not going to happen.
Holy shit.
Damn. I was not expecting them to go there. Oh, we going to New Orleans. All right, we go from San Francisco to New Orleans. Sign me up for that. Wolfcat in the house. Welcome, Wolfcat. Yeah, you missed it. Oh my God, there were so many cats. It was insane.
Aunt Irene! Oh!
Aunt Irene?
Oh, really?
Is this
you
the
haven't
devil?
changed. Not a bit. Jessica, I thought I taught you never
Is
to
this
lie.
Swan
Really, Mr. Rimmon, she hasn't.
from Phantom of the Paradise?
Yeah,
Get
that's
in the
right.
car,
Yeah,
darling.
it's
We have plenty of time to talk.
She looks rather well, wouldn't you say?
Last time I saw her, she was all arms and legs. I was afraid perhaps the post-traumatic suggestion may have made her forget me.
I merely obscured her memory of the past 2 years. San Francisco. Agnes. She was a warm friend of yours, wasn't she?
Well,
of course, she has no memory of the boy either.
Please don't think me presumptuous, Mr. Rimmon, but who does she think you are?
Why, a warm friend of yours, of course.
Wow. And that is gonna take us to our second break. Well, we're 2/3 of the way through Good
Gosh,
Against
we're
Evil. What are we
flying through
thinking
this.
so far, Evan?
I think that chauffeur was like the most evil looking chauffeur I've ever seen. He looks like he's dressed like one of the guys from Star Wars.
Yeah, I mean that's a great trope. There's a movie I think the year before this called Burnt Offerings where the main character is haunted by dreams of this creepy chauffeur with like all black and like these dark like circular glasses, and he's just like sneering and laughing and like oh shit, sorry, fat fingers, sneering and laughing and all that shit. And it is just like it's very over the top, but it's also creepy. So that's, maybe taking a cue from that film. But yeah.
Man, how about that cat sequence? That we've never had any kind of extended cat sequence like that on this show. Have we?
No, not we. Have we had any sequence where a multitude of one kind of animal attack and kill a person? I don't know. I don't think we have.
Nothing really comes to mind.
No. So that was a first for the Scream stream. Death by a lot of cats.
A million cats.
So that was cool. I was not
Death by a Million Cats. There's your band name.
Yeah, there you go. I was not expecting that. I was not when they just start when the second that like a second cat jumped through the window, I was like,
yeah, I thought
is this where you're going? Really?
I thought we were just gonna have the one,
Yeah, I mean, because that's been a cool kind of like touch in all this is that clearly when this cat's around, shit is going down.
Yeah,
it's not good.
Unlucky cat.
Black cat.
Black cat. Yeah. Powerful cat.
Right.
I love it. Like pounced on somebody earlier in the movie, and it did like a panther screech.
Yeah, the sounds have been very good. Yeah. Why does this black house cat sound like a bobcat? It's funny because we've seen the romance sour, and now we've seen the Satanists kind of fully step back into this girl's life. So
yeah, it looks like Good's really on the back foot here.
Yeah. Andy. I guess if Andy's good, he's kind of a creep, so I don't know.
Yeah, is Andy our good guy? Because I don't like Andy.
Yeah, Andy's not incredibly likable. I mean, Dak Rambo's a decent actor, but the character is creepy.
Yeah, it's a lot to overcome.
Yeah, it is. But I mean, hey, now he's because of him, there's dead priest hanging off a bell in this iconic church and pentagrams, and so he's got some splaining to do. He's got some cleaning up to do.
Yeah,
so.
she's got a love triangle to deal with.
Yeah, right. Well, is it a love triangle?
Him versus the devil, I guess.
But didn't they show in like when the mom was giving birth him like kind of like thrusting like very close up to the camera doing this like, do you remember that early on? He was like
with the mother?
Yeah, with the mother when she was like giving birth and she was having it looked like visions, but he was like there, right? So is that implying that he's her father, but he's also trying to
he's Satan. I don't think it's off the table.
It's a good point. It's just
you want to throw that yikes up just for good measure?
I don't have it queued up here, but if he makes a move, you better believe my finger is going to be on the trigger ready to go. I mean, so what if it's Satan? I don't care. Come and get me, Satan. But that's the thing is like, I mean, we got the Satanist devil angle kind of back in here during this middle part, which is, it's good. We still haven't kind of seen the like Exorcist side of the plot, but more Rosemary's Baby. And it's funny because the year before this, there was actually a TV movie sequel to Rosemary's Baby called, was it? Look What's Happened to Rosemary's Baby.
How awful about Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah, it's well, no, you're 100% right to point that out because it's that those kind of titles were kind of in vogue for horror movies, and like, it's have this alliteration and have this kind of how awful about Alan, like, look what happened to it's just it's a lot. And I think it did pretty good. I mean, that's the thing. Some of the trailers we've seen tonight, in the pre-roll, we saw the trailer for The Omen, which was a huge hit, and obviously it's about the Antichrist. And we saw the trailer for To the Devil a Daughter, which I think was the same year, the year before this. And that was very it's funny because the writer of that was a British writer, Dennis Wheatley, and they mentioned him in the trailer for To a Devil a Daughter. And then the priest we saw here, he was Father Wheatley. So I don't know if Jimmy Sangster, since he kind of, I don't know if that was like a subtle nod, because I think Wheatley wrote a couple other novels that were about like Satan and Satanists. And I think he wrote I don't know if he was the one that wrote the novel that The Wicker Man was based off of, but he was like kind of a horror author out of England.
People were really concerned about Satan.
It's crazy because it started with Rosemary's Baby, right? And that's the first trailer we're going to see. But yeah, you got these movies that started dealing with Satan starting in the late 60s and then all the way through the 70s. And obviously The Exorcist was the other big one. And that's the second trailer we're going to see during this break. Because the 1-2 punch of those, which was, 71 and then 73. Mm-hmm. And then Omen came 3 years after that. But The Omen was like pretty much on the same level.
When was the Satanic Panic? Like, was that after these movies or was that before? Like, which was chicken and egg? Like, which came first?
They came after, and it's for a very good reason, which you pointed out, and that why all this about Satan? Well, it came from media. It came from movies before the late 60s into the 70s. People didn't look at Satan as this real entity that could come into your lives and possess you and harm you. And
so people made a few movies and kicked off like a whole cultural panic.
And we'll talk about like directly after the break how that pivot happened. But it was these movies late 60s into the 70s that kind of laid the groundwork for people to come along in the 80s and say, I experienced all this terrible satanic stuff. And it turns out they just watched a lot of horror movies. So, but I'm going to save that talk for after.
I was climbing up this bell tower and the priest was hung and there was a pentagram in the church.
Evan, you don't even know. So we'll talk about it after the break. But like I said, we're gonna get the trailer for Rosemary's Baby and the trailer, and that's one thing actually, Wayne, very good point. We have talked about, because Satanist movies, like I said, it really wasn't until the late 60s that those ended up creating this panic, right? That came in the 80s, but you had Satanist movies in classic Hollywood, which we have talked about before. The Black Cat from 1934 with Lugosi and Karloff. I showed you that, right?
Yeah, we've seen that.
Love it. It's one of my favorites. Mm-hmm. And yeah, they're well-dressed Satanists who everybody's in suits and then they put on their black capes. And And then The Seventh Victim, which is a Val Lewton produced movie from RKO, and it's about Satanists in Connecticut. And everybody's dressed very dapper, and they're like playing cards and doing all this, but they also happen to be Satanists, and they're sacrificing someone, you know? So it's one of those things, even in classic Hollywood, you can find movies about Satanists, but nobody really started to take it seriously until after you had shit that really scared people, which were these two movies. And right, yeah, JK, first Black Mass in the Black Cat. So we're gonna get these two trailers, but the second trailer, the Exorcist trailer, we're gonna give you kind of a treat. Hopefully we don't get because it's interesting, because the composer for the score for tonight's film, Lalo Schifrin, was actually hired as the original composer for The Exorcist. And and I say original because clearly, everybody, when you think of The Exorcist music and The Exorcist, you think of tubular bells, you know, this early kind of synth score in horror, which is really effective. But and other than that, there's not a lot of music in The Exorcist. Well, originally they hired the composer from tonight's film, Lalo Schifrin, and he originally put some music on a trailer, which the music combined with the kind of trippiness of the trailer, which, warning, a lot of flashing and bright and lights flashing. So if you are prone to that, during the break, don't watch the second trailer when it comes on. You'll see from Warner Brothers Communications, stop watching if you're prone to
avert your eyes.
It will avert your eyes. But this trailer, between that imagery and the music, apparently it freaked the executives out so bad that they told the director that the music needed to be toned down.
Wow.
And then the director didn't really communicate that and just kind of had a bad relationship with the composer. And then he quit, and got fired, and they didn't put his music on it. So this trailer is referred to as the banned trailer, because you can't even find like a high quality copy of it, like on official like Warner Brothers channels on YouTube. Like, this trailer it's iconic, and it's very scary. It freaked me out watching it today. Because it's just flashing images, and the music is just, and he went on to do the music for the Amityville Horror, and I think may have been nominated for an Oscar for that. Won 5 Grammys, a very accomplished musician. But he did the score for a couple horror movies. And again, so you'll get a brief sample of his Exorcist score in the trailer. And again, warning, bright flashing images. So if you're prone to seizures, please stop watching when you see from Warner Brothers Communications.
Just close your eyes until we say it's okay.
That's right. But enjoy these two trailers, and then when we come back, we'll get into the exciting conclusion of Good Against Evil. So stick around. We'll be right back.
Hey, let's make love.
Paramount Pictures presents Mia Farrow in a William Castle production, Rosemary's Baby, co-starring John Cassavetes, Ruth Gordon, Sidney Blackmer, Morris Evans, and Ralph Bellamy, written for the screen and directed by Roman Polanski, from the best-selling novel by Ira Levin, suggested for mature audiences.
Something beyond comprehension is happening to a little girl on this street, in this house. A man has been sent for as a last resort to try and save her.
And we are back. So that was the trailers for Rosemary's Baby and, of course, The Exorcist. And I hope that wasn't too disorienting for you.
What a trailer. That was nuts.
Isn't that, like, you can see why the executives were like, we can't put this out.
Yeah, jeez. Like that. Can we make like a whole movie like that?
It's like it would be an art film.
Yeah, it's called This Movie Will Give You a Seizure.
Yeah, I mean, and it's just, juxtaposing that, which that face, is supposed to be the demon in the movie, and you only see that face a couple times. It's actually, it was like test makeup. Like, it wasn't even meant to be like kind of a real, they just realized it was so creepy, so they kind of like include flashing kind of subliminal. Have you seen The Exorcist? It's one of those that
I don't know if I've like. It's been like a long time if I have. I don't really remember.
I mean, obviously, it's an amazing acclaimed film. I'm not saying, all that aside,
I've seen all the big like scenes.
As much of a reputation as it has for being one of the scariest movies of all time, it is way more nuanced than, like, if there had been that kind of score behind it, it might be, it might be more just kind of going for scares and going for thrills. And it's the director William Friedkin was really. He was good at making intelligent films versus, and no offense, but The Omen is like more of a popcorn movie. It's a little more, everybody's acting is very over the top, and the music is over the top, and everything is over the top, and it's supposed to be, and it's good, right? Whereas Omen or Exorcist is more reined in, but it frightened a shit ton of people. And yeah, you can't say that these movies all led to the Satanic Panic, but, there was actually a book in the early 70s from this person named Mike Warnke called The Satan Seller. And it was about his time as a high priest in the Church of Satan. And he committed all these sacrifices and did all this stuff. It was all debunked decades later, but it sold big. But in 1980, there was this book that was released called Michelle Remembers. And it was this woman, it was supposed to be a true story of this woman recounting her memories of satanic ritual abuse and being like part of satanic ceremonies. And it was all came out through like psychotherapy. So it was written with her doctor. So it seems, it's kind of touted as this very real thing. A lot of people, and I'm not going to say who, but a certain group of organized worshipers of the Lord really bought into this idea, and that satanic ritual abuse was real, and thousands and hundreds of thousands of children were going missing and being used in rituals, and that was what the Satanic Panic was really all about. And when you had people that claimed to have been a part of ritual abuse or part of anything satanic, usually they're just drawn from what they saw in a movie. And same with any cult group. Like it's common with cult groups that are centered around a religion, that when they're adapting it, they're really just drawing from horror movies to kind of say, well, I saw this horrible thing happen. And they really just took it from
what
a movie that they saw, right? Like, well, it's not even creative. They're just they're saying, I saw blah, blah, and it's just a scene right from this horror movie. It's lazy is what it is.
It's just plagiarism.
It is. You don't have the pageantry of Satanism. No, but it is a kind of a thing that you have to wonder about horror movies, as to what extent do they influence people who are susceptible to buying into a narrative that is really false, right? And saying things, because again, Michelle Remembers was debunked later on. It was all false.
Oh God, what?
And the Satanic Panic, all those cases were false, most of them. I mean, pretty much.
You want to kick off a cultural movement? What can we make people afraid of?
That's what we're trying to find out, Evan. That's you give me that. We got movies. We're on it, man. We're going.
Okay. What's a plastic? Let's make people afraid of electricity. Let's make people afraid of let's make people afraid of movies.
Dude, I mean, Satan, well, that's good. We can do that. I like that. We're gonna do that. Cursed movies are great. But there's just something about Satan, right? That especially for people who are very devout and believe very much in the existence of a Christian God. It's Satan being this complete opposite. He's the enemy. He's the perfect. So surely if anything bad happens in your life, it's Satan. But that idea really didn't come on until, 70s, 80s. So but Satan's just a perfect villain. So we'll see if he rears his head. I think we're getting a little Exorcist action. We haven't seen this one actor who people will recognize from a few horror films and one very famous TV show, which we're both fans of. But you probably won't remember him very much, but we'll see. But I believe that he plays very much an Exorcist character in the style of The Exorcist, so that should be fun. But yeah, I mean, where we left off, our Satan child got shanghaied to New Orleans, but she thinks it's all okay. And
Well, it's a good thing the devil's never been to New Orleans.
Right. Oh, God. I mean, never, ever, dude. Yeah, so Andy, now that his priest has been hung in the bell tower, Didn't see it coming.
He's not getting married now.
And you know that other Satanist got attacked by a swarm of cats.
I also heard that the justice of the peace who's gonna do the civil ceremony got hung at the town hall.
Yeah, they're just, hey, you know, Satanists are getting their hands dirty. We'll see if Andy can come in and save the day. Not that we want him to. He's kind of a creep, but he's the hero. He's not the hero we want, but I guess he's the hero that we deserve. So
he's the hero we got at any rate.
Not the hero we deserve, but the hero we got. So we gotta take it for what it is. Anything else before we get into it, Evan?
Do you think we could make people afraid of leprechauns? We could start like a leprechaun panic.
It's been done too well with the movie Leprechaun. But if it was like a mass leprechaun attack, maybe you kind of like a zombie swarm, you know, maybe you could.
What about if we could just plagiarize off this movie and make people afraid of cats?
It freaked me out, that scene. And if they would have shown more, I would have been.
Cats are everywhere, man. I mean, you can't get rid of them.
You really can't. So, on that note, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into the exciting conclusion of Good Against Evil right now.
That's right, Jack. The only thing left to fear is fear itself.
All right.
And we're going.
Cool, ma'am. Was this the rich outskirts of New Orleans? Where are we? We ain't downtown. We ain't really... I don't even think this is New Orleans.
Yeah, spiders and werewolves are harvesting adrenaline from children.
Wow, that's the ultimate conspiracy right there. That's the thing to be afraid of.
Hello, baby. Hello. Everything's exactly as I remember it.
I'm afraid you've outgrown your old room.
That's where I stay anyway.
Ah, well. It's been a long trip, huh? Why don't you freshen up?
I could use a hot bath. Come on, Brutus. Come on.
I didn't realize how much I missed her.
Personal attachment.
I thought it was important, Mr. Rimmon, to give her emotional security.
You're quite right. This room has an old world charm that I find quite refreshing.
It's difficult, but I try to retain some of the old values. However, keeping the proper health and...
Which values?
You're aware of the problem?
Agnes did mention an infatuation, but I thought she and Brown...
You were saying?
Nothing important, sir.
Jessica and Andrew Stewart are in love. And as long as that love endures, Jessica's union with Astaroth cannot be consummated.
In the past, when problems arose, an accident took care of it.
Yes, but it's too late for an accident. We cannot destroy him until we destroy their love.
Yeah, if we know one thing about Andy, he likes his sweaters.
Agnes made that same mistake.
Mr. Rimmon, I'm not Agnes. I know. If you involve yourself, the problem is anything but simple.
Jessica has no memory of it.
Yeah, it kind of really pivoted.
Oh, he must be mad.
And I do have an answer for that, but I'm going to save it for the end of the movie.
Oh. I believe it was Eve who first discovered the secret. She used an apple. I'll be a bit more inventive. I use the temptation of all love.
Child in coma draws. Wait, what?
Mysterious picture? What? What a headline.
This is some satanic panic shit right here.
Yeah,
That's
what
a classic
newspaper is
satanic
this?
panic headline. The National Enquirer.
Gentlemen, flight number 34, service from San Francisco to New Orleans, will be arriving shortly at gate number 3.
Not enough fish eyes.
I'm sorry, but she's an
JK.
addict.
I'd like to see her.
The regulations are
Lady,
quite...
I didn't fly all the way down here from San Francisco to be stopped by some silly rule. Please.
I don't have the authority. Now, her mother is in the waiting room. Perhaps she'll let you go see her.
Pardon me.
Wait, what?
I don't know why, how you're here, but thank God.
Is this your daughter? And this is why I'm here.
You came to write a story? No more stories. My child's in pain. Do you understand? She's convulsing, tearing herself apart.
I'm not here to do a story. I just want to talk.
All I've gotten from everyone is talk, nothing but talk. I want somebody to do something.
I don't know what I can do, but...
He died 2 years ago. Andy, what am I going to do?
So I believe this is
Start from the beginning. There was nothing in the newspaper, so...
Kim Cattrall, the actress
4 days
Kim
ago.
Cattrall from
She fell off her bike.
Mannequin
A neighbor said that she was frightened by a
and
cat.
Big Trouble in Little China.
She loves cats, dogs, birds. It's insane.
Has she ever drawn this before?
The first thing she said was that her eyes hurt. And then
Mrs. Dayton, I think your little girl is going to be fine.
but an hour ago I saw that...
Her fever's broken. She's sleeping now.
God. I can't believe it.
This is one of her, this is one of her
Then
first
Andy
Sex in the
finding
City.
right
There you
now.
go.
I'd like to keep
There
the
you go,
girl on her
Johnny.
observation for 48
I
hours.
always get that
Anything you say, Doctor.
Why don't you go home and get some
Porky
sleep? I think I'll
Swan.
feed her.
That's right. Serious.
Not a bad idea. Let's go. See you tomorrow.
No, I didn't recognize her at first either, Kathy.
Okay, Linda, what'll it be? Antoine's, Galatoire's?
But it's so weird. So I am also
you don't.
confused.
I am in no mood to share a hot dog.
Dr. Satan.
Paging Dr. Satan.
Everything is fine.
Uh-oh. That little girl was apparently in the original Amityville Horror from 78? And Kingdom of the Spiders, which I haven't seen. I think that's the one with William Shatner.
Yeah, I love Chopin.
Will you be serious for just 1 minute?
But I don't want to be. Cindy's better?
And you're in New Orleans? I don't want to hear about crazy drawings of Jessica. You sure you love her?
Yes.
But you only knew her for 3 weeks. Come on, let's have some wine.
You've had enough wine.
Champagne. Champagne to celebrate you coming to my rescue.
I didn't do anything.
I don't want to hear about that. I deserve that.
I didn't mean it.
No. I really did deserve it. I sent you that stupid letter. I got married on a whim. I've made one mistake after another. I don't blame you for being angry.
I'm not angry.
I'm not angry.
I'm not.
He did that.
Is there somebody here?
Yeah, just a random woman that he knows, JK, who happens to be in New Orleans.
Where's the child?
Whoa, what the hell? What the hell?
Where's the child? What? Where's the child?
Where's the child?
Oh, that's one of my favorite lines in a long time.
Oh, that was so good.
That's almost as good as them dogs might have been sniffing apes for days. Sniffing ape for days.
Went into a coma
That's a
immediately,
line for
is
the
that correct?
ages.
Yes,
And she
but
constantly drew the pentacle.
I don't know what she was drawing.
Was she talking gibberish, a foreign language?
She was talking English.
Well, what did she say? Exactly.
Who are you?
How do I know? Mostly
The
she
third act
mumbled.
is moving quick.
She said something about a child or a second child or children taking over the world. I don't know.
Father Kemsler, is all this necessary?
He looks exactly
Good
like
mind, I wouldn't have
Max
phoned down.
I
Vincido
know
in
you're
The
trying to help.
Exorcist.
I've got dozens of letters from people who want to help, but it isn't necessary. My child is fully recovered.
I don't believe it.
Well, that is your problem. The doctor said we could bring her home in 48 hours.
I was there.
You saw her and she looked fine? No symptoms of anything?
Well, we didn't exactly see her, but...
Call the hospital.
Father Kemsler.
Believe Jack,
It's one
yes,
thing for you to break
RoboCop,
into my house,
also
but to stand
Halloween
there and give
3,
me
Season of the
orders.
Witch. He's the villain,
That's something else.
Connell Cochran,
Please.
who runs
Call the
the
hospital.
toy company
Is that better?
makes the masks to trick all the children for a Celtic ritual. Have you seen Halloween 3? It doesn't have anything to do with Michael Myers. They pivoted. Did you know this?
I think I knew that. I don't know if I've seen that one.
It's amazing. He's the villain. He's great. Also,
Taught him a man to
in
take his own
season
life.
2
Who
of
said he
Twin
did?
Peaks,
The police.
he
Not all
played
my life
Andrew
he didn't commit
Packard,
suicide.
the supposedly dead husband
Oh,
of Josie and the
yeah.
brother of Catherine.
That's right. Yeah.
Dan
Good question.
O'Herlihy. I think that's what
You wouldn't understand the answer to any of them.
Hurley? Something.
Father Kemsler, is all this necessary?
If it weren't, I wouldn't have phoned down here.
Where's our young priest?
Yeah, I love Halloween 3.
Jesus.
Oh my god. I was like, does that say fuck back there? What? Oh, okay.
Havoc shall reign.
Millennium.
She's burning up.
I'll get a doctor.
Won't help.
We're in full-blown Exorcist ripoff mode.
Suggestion.
An exorcism.
Father, we're not living in the dark ages.
Yes!
You can prove that.
I don't want to hear philosophy. My child is desperately ill.
Unless we get her out of here and perform a rite of exorcism, your child will die.
Where's the child?
We
That's
should have
pretty
known
close to
that
the truth.
this was where
Don't
this was
talk
going
in
to go.
parables. Come out and say what you have to say.
She's in a coma. She draws the pentacle of Aslan.
Nobody can make any sense out of those scratchings.
Her soul...
Wait a minute.
Let's slow down.
That sign. I saw it in Father Wheatley's church in San Francisco. And that quote on the wall,
Fortune teller gave it to us. We thought it was a joke.
That's the key to all this. The sign of the devil Astaroth in San Francisco. The sign of Astaroth in New Orleans. You're the linking factor. Only an exorcism will tell us why.
No!
You must trust me.
Trust you? You break into my house. You scare me half to death. You tell me my baby's possessed.
Finally, yeah, call him out.
She's not half as sick as you are.
Perhaps she listened to you.
Father, that exorcism, it's just medieval.
It's insane. My baby fell off a bike. She hurt herself. Tell him, Andy. Tell him.
Acting! Acting is...
And that's how I got into Juilliard.
Juilliard. What's he all strung out about? Oh, because they're doing an exorcism? Yep. He's made to look exact. Oh, this is wild. We knew they were gonna go. I knew there was supposed to be an exorcist kind of thing, but I didn't expect it to be this.
You're here, whatever you think you're here. You're not to come into this room.
Is he nailing the windows shut?
Here. You're not trained. You're not prepared.
You're not trained?
You don't even believe.
All the same, I am staying.
Then there'll be no exorcism. I'm sorry.
But what harm can there be if Andy stays?
Because I can't perform the rite with anyone in this room who is not an ordained priest of God.
All right, Father.
That's true, Scott. It is the uniform. Oh, no way. I guess she is supposed to look like Reagan.
Your powers seem to be weakening, Astaroth. Otherwise, why choose such a frail battleground?
What? Just right into it.
I presume you'll be showing me some more of what's left of your strength. No, Astaroth, no allies from outside. Just one-on-one, you and me, like the last time.
I feel like I can see somebody on the other side of that one window just shaking it.
I'll show you the power of God. Holy, I make you kneel before him. Before God the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.
It's a monkey?
Holy St. George. Holy St.
Peacock? Ha ha ha. What the fuck? I love this.
Where is this? Where has this gone?
Exorcismo te, maledicte diabole Astarotho, recognosce sententiam tuam, et da honorem Deo vivo et vero, da honorem Filio eius, et Spiritui Sancto.
Oh, the pea. She's gonna just spit up some pea soup. It won't be a projectile bomb.
Et recede ab hac famula Dei, sindidis, quia istam sivi Deus et Dominus nostro Jesus Christus, et suam sanctam. Let God rise, let his enemies
Somebody's
be scattered.
just like slightly
Let
shaking
them
the
also
bed.
that hate him flee before him. As smoke is driven away, so drive away them. As wax melteth before the fire, so let the wicked perish in the presence of God. Patris, Spiritus Sanctus.
did we get here? What? This is not the...
I have an explanation. I'm saving it.
Okay.
Exorcizo te immunde spiritus per passion et filium et spiritus sanctum.
Elephant monkeys.
You know, the devil.
I love it.
Omnipotens sempiterne Deus, Pater Confius, consolationes et pietatis.
I'll get a blanket. Where is it?
In the hall. It's in the hallway, Andy. What's happening up there?
I don't know, baby.
I'll explain it later how we got here. It is very weird, jarring, but...
Oh, no!
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 Oh, fuck! Chekhov's cat! We should have known.
Unto thee will I cry, O Lord, my God, silent to me. Unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. Oh my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed.
Where's the
Let
child?
not mine enemies triumph over me.
they're kept throwing stuff just at the one wall.
Yeah, all to the
all in the same direction.
The corner.
Father Kemsler. Father Kemsler, you all right?
It's a cat.
Wait, what? Was he strangling himself with a pillow?
He can't go in. He's not an ordained priest. Possessed pillow might be first for the show.
We have a lot of firsts tonight. Uh-oh, he lost his power.
Think of things.
Why?
Because we failed.
If we move her, he'll follow.
Then we'll move her again and again.
Until what?
Until his love dies or he does.
I knew it. I knew I'd find the answer up there.
What answer?
Your Jessica has been chosen to bear the child of Astaroth.
Oh, Father, come on. You don't expect me to believe that?
You saw that poor child upstairs. You saw Father Wheatley dead. You've met the presence of evil. Is it so difficult to believe?
Because there's got to be a rational explanation for everything.
That you know nothing.
I know that I'll never stop loving her.
And I know they'll do anything they can to stop you. You'll just have to kill me. You've no idea what you're letting yourself in for. You've no conception of what they can do to you. They'll make your life a living hell because they've got to destroy your love for Jessica. They may kill you. And by that time, you may want them to.
Father, this is the 20th century. Things like that don't happen anymore.
Take a big old swig of that drink.
You know your Shakespeare?
Yes, of course.
There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. When you need me, I'll be there.
I don't know what it is, but you know who this guy suddenly reminds me of?
Who?
John Arbuckle.
I don't know. John Arbuckle.
That's why all the cats are going after him.
Who's John Arbuckle?
Garfield.
Oh, John! I didn't know his last name was Arbuckle.
But you don't even know where to start.
Jessica mentioned that Sister
Got
Monica.
the curly hair. I see it. Button-up shirt.
I have a feeling I'm going to be making an
Wide eyes.
when I let you go.
I have a choice.
That much enough? Do you mind if I keep loving you? If you don't find her,
I'll be waiting for you.
No seatbelt.
Nah, man.
I don't have time. for
Who's Ralph
seatbelts.
Nader? Never heard of the guy. Damn it.
My favorite actor in this film.
The best actor in the whole movie.
The end. What? Huh?
Oh.
Hang on a second.
I'll tell you. You want to wait for the credits to finish? Yeah, we can wait for the credits.
Yeah,
They're almost done.
I'm letting this.
Let it sink in for.
Letting it sink in. Letting this ending wash over me.
That was good against evil. What did we think, Evan?
I don't. I feel like evil might have won this one because I don't think that was very good. What the hell was that?
All right, so are you ready for the explanation?
Yes.
Behind why it? Because I didn't realize I knew this fact going in. I meant to say it up top. I didn't.
This movie doesn't have an ending.
I didn't really think that it was going to pivot as hard as it did. And then I was struggling to connect the dots. But the basic explanation is that this, I said this was a TV movie, and it was aired as a TV movie, but it was shot as a TV pilot for a series that was not picked up.
Right.
So when the series wasn't picked up, they edited it into enough of a form to be a TV movie, which then aired. But you could see how it was setting up for a series where every week they have Jessica in a new place, and he's meeting up with a new friend who somehow is connected to the devil, and he's got the priest with him. They're like road trip buddies. Sounds like a fun show.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. As a standalone film, though,
there's no ending.
No.
And
It's
does
kinda
that
disappointing?
Yeah, I was gonna say, does that frustrate you a little bit?
A little. I mean, yeah, like Scott says, where's my catharsis? I feel I'm still all pent up. Like I want a resolution. Damn it.
Right. I mean,
that's not even a cliffhanger. That's just not an ending. Feels like they're missing a couple pages there.
Yeah, I mean, but I think that's like the thing is they shot what they shot. The network wasn't gonna bother to shoot a proper ending.
Right.
It was we're gonna zoom in on the cat's face, and that'll be good. That'll be enough. So, but minus that, let's just say accept it on its own terms. That Exorcist knockoff third act was incredible. I mean, the thing is, you can't like do a lot on TV, So when you're trying to do it like an Exorcist knockoff, it like takes some real effort to make that effective. And I was like on the edge of my seat the whole time. I don't know about you, but like that had me really, and obviously it was very cheesy at some points, and it was just silly and laughing at that. But it still had me like, I just couldn't believe that they were ripping the Exorcist off that much, right? Like down to the priest, down to how the little girl was, acting in the bed. Like it's all very much The Exorcist. So
what happened to the lady at the lady we were following from the beginning?
So the Mr. Rimmon kidnapped her, right?
Uh-huh.
So then Andy, the whole show was going to be Andy's looking for Jessica.
Because this whole thing with the little girl, that really was just kind of a tangent, right?
That would be like if it was a 30-minute TV show, that would have been the second episode.
Okay.
Was he goes to New Orleans to find Jessica, visits a friend first who just so happens to have a daughter possessed by the forces that are being controlled by Mr. Rimmon, who has Jessica captive.
Yeah.
And so then when Rimmon realizes that Andy's there to get Jessica, because they said there was a line in there, but basically, yeah, like it implied that every week they were going to be in a new town.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Rimmon is running from Andy to hide Jessica because he's kidnapped Jessica and he's hypnotizing her to keep her, his, under his control, hidden. And Andy is diligently, I guess, following clues to figure out where they are.
Yeah,
I guess wherever there's some satanic activity, that's where Mr. Rimmon is. That's where Jessica is.
All this show was missing was a Chevy Impala.
I mean,
that's the reason it didn't get picked up.
You're not wrong.
Carry on, my.
I mean, I don't know. It really, if it had just been like maybe a year or two later, and you put some pop music in it, it might have caught on. I mean, again, could you imagine like 10 to 14 episodes of this where every week it's just a 30-minute episode them ripping off some kind of famous horror movie.
What movie are we ripping off this week?
I mean, but that's how TV was at this time. I mean, we saw like the first scene was really kind of straight out of Rosemary's Baby. And then, you know, we got some, again, the cat scene was very unique. And what was the other thing? What I feel like there was, I don't know, maybe it was just the exorcism. I just was not expecting it to be, I mean, I know it wasn't great. Don't get me wrong, but I wasn't expecting it to even be what it was. So, I really enjoyed that. I gotta say, I was not expecting to enjoy, because all the reviews you read online are, no ending,
Yeah.
And I'm not invalidating that. I know that's kind of how you feel. It's not incorrect. But the sum of its parts was more than I was expecting.
Yeah, I mean, I had a pretty good time with it, kind of up until the third act. I mean, you know, so the Exorcist stuff was fun, but
the whole pivot is
it just kind of leaves
too much.
It just leaves a bitter taste in your mouth.
Right. But you could see how if that was episode 2 in whatever that show, I guess that would have been what the show is called, Good Against Evil. Then. Right. Yeah. I mean, you know, honestly, the writing, I think it left a little to be desired. You know, it was very, I just love how ham-fisted the whole Exorcist thing was into it. I love that, honestly. Like, you're getting to the third act where you're hoping everything's gonna tie up, and then all of a sudden this random man comes out shouting, "Where's the child?" And you're just like, oh my god.
It's an awesome introduction to that character.
I absolutely love that. Like, I feel like that's been a line in other things that I can't think of up at the top of my head, but where's the child? In that voice, in that timbre, you know, it's just, there's something to
I love that he was just like, it's not a close-up or anything. He's way
it's just
up
some
there
guy that
at the
you
top
like.
of the...
Yeah, you're getting no details. He's just coming out of nowhere, and you're like, did this guy break in the house? And then later she's like, you broke into my house? And you're like, yeah, this creepy priest. We got creepy Andy, now we got creepy priest. I mean, I really enjoyed that, I gotta say. So yeah, that was our TV movie for the season. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I did. And you know, again, it's a late 70s movie, so I think there was enough in there that we don't get from a movie that's maybe a little older. But you know how we do. We pivot. We go back and forth. We get a newer movie. We get an older movie. So next week, it's funny because, you know, Drums of Jeopardy kind of turned into old dark house. It wasn't much of a murder mystery, but, you know, there were all these people in the house and they're going to be murdered by this maniac, but we know who it is. So it's not much of it's not a whodunit. There's kind of an old dark house element to that. So we got another old dark house movie. The thing is, there are so many. And I know it's going to feel like we just saw one. But that's the thing. There are that many to go through. So the one that it's funny because I had a different one down and it was just seemed too close to Drums of Jeopardy in terms of the year. I think it was from the same company. It was pre-code. I was like, let's switch it up a little bit. You know, they're all 1930s movies, but you know, I'm gonna pick out the nuances. So next week we're going to be watching the 1935 Old Dark House murder mystery, One Frightened Night. And it's, I mean, again, I've already told you everything you need to know about what this movie's about.
You know how these work.
You know how
We've
the
seen
the one, or I give you a couple things of note. It's from the director of Scared to Death.
Oh, okay.
Marvin. So, but it's obviously like 12 years before Scared to Death. 10, 11, 12, something like that. And it, I guess, kind of like the 13th Guest, which we watched around this time last year. You know, we're halfway through season 13, okay? Right? It's moving by fast. But I think around this time last year, we watched the 13th Guest. And I think this is a murder mystery of a similar style. It also, it stars an actor named Charlie Grapewin, who, if you know the name, you'll know as Uncle Henry from Wizard of Oz. So, you know, we had Annie M the other week. So when I was like, I got to pick a new movie, I knew I had this one on the list. It's like, well, we have plenty of Old Dark House movies. I gotta knock one out. And I was like, oh, well, let's balance it out. We had Annie M. Let's get Uncle Henry up in here this season. Just get him out of the way.
Well, there's no place like home.
Very good. That's very good. So yeah, join us next week for that. Really, really, really appreciate everybody watching and tuning in tonight.
Yeah, it's been so much fun.
You guys crack us up as
Really?
always. I mean, again, I want to, again, Sears, Alana, Kathy, Scott, Jack, JK, James, Drunk Review. I know I already said Scott. I know I already said Jack. Anybody? I know Toast and Jenna and Sally. Oh, if I forgot you, I'm so sorry. I know Wayne. Sorry, Wayne. Of course, Wayne. And Wolf Cat popped in for a second. Anybody else I missed? I'm so sorry. I know I want to shout out everybody. I'd say, it's when the chat is lively, it makes it a lot of fun. So, we had a lot of fun tonight, and of course, you can keep up with what we're going to be watching, what we're going to be drinking, by checking out our socials. We're on Instagram at ScreamStream Live. Also, of course, we don't really use many of the other socials, Instagram and of course YouTube. I post the drink and the movie there as well. So you follow us on YouTube, like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And of course, check out all of our good friends. The Drunk Review, of course, they'll I'm sure have plenty going on tonight if they don't already have something going. And Alana, of course, Spectral Seamstress. Our buddy Fresh Rogan didn't pop in tonight, but he's been gaming. So if you're a gamer and you just like silly, fun gaming, check him out. We've got some other pages linked on our channel page. So now you can check out all of friends of the Scream Stream. So yeah, go check that out. Some of our old videos from our old channels included those, because hey, why not? It's the lore. Get the lore.
Yeah.
Go check all that
the
stuff
early
out.
years.
That's right, the early years, exactly. Yeah, really appreciate everybody watching, tuning in, making it a good time. Anything before we sign off tonight, Evan?
So, I guess if we know that cats are like firmly on Team Evil now, I think I gotta go back to the dark side. We're doing shots again next week.
Well,
we'll see.
Until next week. No, I'm just kidding. You know me. Hey, I'm game for whatever. Until next week. Sweet screams, everybody.
Where's the child?